Tiger fans, what a great time to be a part of Jackson State Athletics. TC Taylor on his second year. We're very excited about Coach Taylor. 10,000 season ticket holders. That's our goal for the year. With 10,000 season ticket holders, we will have more support for our student athletes, for our coaches, and also we can support our university when it comes to Jackson State University athletics. Go to JSUTigers.com. 10,000 season ticket holders is our goal. Support Jackson State University. Go Tigers.
Jackson State is Jackson State. Go to yard, baby. I love. Go JSU football.
I've got with me the coach from Cannon Toyota. They have partnered up with KC-1400 Media, the Jackson State Sports Media partner, to bring you this really cool fan experience.
That's right, folks. We've teamed up with KC-1400 Media Group to bring you Jackson State's finest football players that'll be here live on site June 22nd. Come by, shake hands, and meet some of your Jackson State Tigers.
Appreciate it, Coach. This is Ken Clark. We'll be down in Vicksburg June 22nd. We're going to be bringing some football players. We hope to have a lot of Jackson State fans on site. We're going to have some schedules players can sign, hopefully take some pictures, and we plan on going live. We stream from YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Cannon Toyota keeps us mobile. We're excited. We're coming to Vicksburg. Go Tigers, baby.
Stop by Saturday, June 22nd for your chance to win 2 season passes for Jackson State's 2024 football season.
Great day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.
What's up, Tiger Nation? What up, bro?
What up, man? What's up, I Love family?
What's up, family? I know we're an hour early. I know, late hour. Look, man, it's Friday night. We're gonna give you guys back most of your night. The NBA Finals is on, but we just had a few things we wanted to talk about. We ain't canceling no shows, so we figured we'll do come on an hour early. I'm gonna head over to the city of Angels. I'm head over to LA and go visit a good friend of mine, man. Sit back, finish watching the game, brother, smoke some gauze, you know what I'm saying? It's not often that we get a chance to do that. What'd that say right there? Hey, what's up, fellas? Good to be back around you guys after a bit. Hey, you know what? Good to see you, bro. Hey, I'm gonna start it off like this since he in the chat, bro. We already had you ready, big dog. We had you ready, baby. Hey, congratulations to you, Travis, man.
Hey,
Travis,
congratulations.
yeah, man, won a big time award. Won a President's Award for exemplary leadership of the College Sports Communications Diversity and Inclusion Committee and DEI initiatives and programming. So, hey, man, congratulations to you. I know you've been doing your thing, man. You've been on the road. Happy to have you in the chat. Hey, we're looking forward to seeing you guys next week. You know, we get in. I know the camp start this weekend with the ladies camp and whatnot, man. But other than that, we'll jump back into that. What's on you, bro?
Trail, like he about 16 on that picture.
Hey, man, when you stop stressing and you start, you know what I'm saying, living the right way, you look younger, man. You really do. So NBA Finals is on, and obviously the Mavs is up right now. But what's been up with you, bro? I maybe TD may jump in on this thing at some point. I know he it's a little early, so we kind of gotta. He said I look 20 in it too. Yes, indeed, man. But hey, while we going, road to 6,000, man. We're gonna keep pressing that button, man, until we hit that 6,000 mark. Like I said, this show is gonna be a short show, probably less than it'd be probably max an hour if we even hit an hour. I'm glad Zoe is on. Zoe said something on Twitter yesterday that I definitely want us to get into and get the talking about tonight. But while you guys are here, if you're watching live, if you watch the show after the show is streamed, man, make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, Hey, you know, I got the shirt on. I'm giving y'all a prelude of what's about to go down, big dog. You feel what I'm saying, bro?
Cerveza?
Hey, man, I'm over here with the I can do a little bit, bro. Salsa night, but that's tomorrow night. I ain't doing no salsa tomorrow night. Ken got me wanting the Modelo ginger ale. Hey, D. Lawrence Story. Hey, ain't no judgment space over here, baby. It's Friday night. Let your hair down. We know everybody worked hard. The sun is sunning. I'm gonna let you do about that.
I'm about to go let my hair down.
Hey, man, it's hot out there, ain't it, bro? Woo, boy, summer is almost nigh. How many more days we got for a summer officially here? We got 7 more days, bro. She came early, didn't she? That sun was sunny today, bro. I was getting cooked inside the car behind the tent.
Dude, you already know. Right around the aluminum can all day.
KT Dub.
What up, KT Dub?
What's up, big bro? But yeah, man, road to 6,000. You guys hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Join the channel. We want you to join the channel. We've got 4 levels. Whatever level you join, we appreciate the support of the platform. We're going to keep this thing rolling and rocking strong. Look, we are crawling into Swag Media Day. We've been going all year, even in the off season. And when Swag Media Day get here, it's officially here. Football season is right around the corner. So we're gonna keep doing what we do for the next couple of weeks. We got a lot of content to push you over the next week or so. We got all the camps. Make sure you guys are locked in on Tiger Talk, the Tiger Talk podcast, and go over to that channel, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, right? And they're going to be Corey C is going to be over there covering the women's camp. Going to get some interviews here and there. So make sure you guys stay tuned. He's been working, man. I got in on an interview with him yesterday. Zoe, I told you we got Coach Vincent Marshall, the wide receiver coach. You guys are going to love that interview. Another dope
man. Hey, you know what? I'm going to do something and say something that I don't normally do and say. But y'all want to tune in to Vincent Marshall, that interview. Listen, listen to me. Listen to me clearly. You might want to tune in and watch that video.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait to hear you. I can't wait for us to do a live show after that interview.
Because he's gonna drop some jewels that we obviously gonna get into. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, because I'm hinting at something. So, I Love Family, I implore you all to watch this interview because after y'all see it, I'm kind of giving a little Easter egg, as they say in the movie, where after y'all watch this interview, we're gonna have something to get into on the next slide. Trust me when I tell you.
Facts. And I'm gonna go ahead and you've been pushing something for a long time, and we're gonna let you. The last 30 minutes of this live stream we're gonna spend on what you put out there and why you put it out there, and whatnot, man. So I got an inbox from Mr. Kelly. Hey, brother said, I saw your inbox. I hadn't had a chance to respond. Asked me, did we want to bring Jimmy Smith on? I'm saying to myself, hell yeah, we want to bring Jimmy Smith on the show. Absolutely. Yes, we do. Well, so we gonna work on that, man. Got another big time guest I'm working on. I'll finish the finalization of that over the weekend. And I think we can secure that. So special guest Wednesday gonna be pretty dope over the next few weeks. So y'all stay locked in with us. And we'll go from there. But yeah, man, let's jump into these preliminaries. As you guys heard in the preview, we're going to be over at Cannon Toyota Vicksburg in Vicksburg for our official barbecue tailgate meet and greet. We're going to have the schedules out there. We're going to get the players to sign them. Since we've released this, we've added 2 more additional brand ambassadors to the fold, and we try to get the big man over there. Jeremiah Williams joined the team, as well as Cam McCoy. And we're going to try to get as many of the players out there as we possibly could. And, hey, listen, I got to say this, man. You know, big man changing his number. And we talked about that. But I got some big plans for Jeremiah. Ideas I got from Merch Pack over in Tallahassee, my good brother who's been partnering with us on the side. We're going to try to get over there to Krispy Kreme, man, and get Krispy Kreme to show some love to a player, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, we working, man. We working. Hey, why not? If he wears the number 0, he the perfect person to go do it. You know what I'm saying?
He got a big-ass donut on the Jack State right now, don't he?
Hey, hopefully we can pull it off, Joe. Hopefully we can pull it off, man. For real. But no,
as you said, I already knew what it was.
Hey, I told him. I said, look, this might be the one, baby. But for real, man, I want to say this, man. Shout out to everybody who has followed the platform and has been, showed a lot of love for Jeremiah, man. With Jeremiah joining the team, it was a big deal. Shout out to Coach Rogers up there, man, Coach Marcus Rogers, and just a lot of folks start following the IG page. I mean, you go to Jeremiah Williams' IG page and look at the posts from the ambassador picture, man. If you go to our IG page at KC-1400MG, listen, a lot of love, man, on that post, man. Almost 400 likes, though. A lot of comments. I mean, it's legendary. And his coach had a lot to say about what he's planning, what he expects for him to do this season coming up. And you saw him up there throwing all that weight. So there's a lot of weight over there, bro. Me and you'd have to get on each end of it to try to lift that up off the ground, man. They over there sticking their chest out with it. Reed pulling him. Jeremiah Williams. And then you saw Big Ty Munn. Big Ty Munn picked that thing up, moved it all the way over to the other side of the weight room, man, to the mat. So they throwing some weight over there. Shout out to Coach Beef, man.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Congratulations to our bowling team. The NTCA All Academic Scholar Team was awarded to Jackson State from the Southwest Athletic Conference with a 3.77 GPA. Stephanie Vasquez, Tana Farmer Jackson, Julia Ricon Cardenas, Catalina Tova Gatlin, and Amaya Anderson. So congratulations to that team. Hopefully I ain't butchered their name too bad. I did the best I could do. It's a little small for me. But anyway, said these red out, white out, blue out, etc. Why not the merch out where the fans wear the favorite players, merchandise, and supporter? Hey, you can do that. Shout out to, hey, listen, hey, just so you know that, you do realize that my brother Craig over at D Jersey Way, we got NIL deals with players. You can go buy their jerseys. You got Leilani, you got Alan Walker, you got Isaiah Spencer, Isaiah Spencer, Herb Mulligan, Leilani Armenta, Hunter Burns, and you also got Jacoby Morgan, and you got Leilani got merch out there. Jency Riley got merch out there. I know what you're implying, but hey, you got to go find the merch that's out there and support them where they are, man. But let's move right along. I want to say congratulations to our new provost. Miss Denise, Dr. Denise Jones Gregory, wife of Sean Gregory, man. It's another JSU legend, Joe, from quarterback room. Proud to have her as the provost and vice president of academic affairs. She's an alumna as well as her husband, 96, class 96, alumnus. And but happy to have her in the fold, in the fold, man, in the new role. Again, we want to congratulate Travis, the President's Award, for all the hard work that he's doing. And keep up the great work, brother. Keep up the great work. So we got a new commit, bro. Women's basketball that's been announced. We got Miss Ariana Durrell, hometown kid, Clinton High School, Clinton, Mississippi, Hines County, 5'5" guard, coming out of Itawamba Community College, man. Itawamba, Fulton County. Average 10 points a game up there, Zoe. She's a bucket, bro. I was watching her film. If you guys haven't had a chance to watch her film, go over there and check her out on her page, man. She was number one in MACCC and top 10 in the NJCAA free throw percentage at 88%. So she's a good free throw shooter, though. Damn good free throw shooter. Look, she's a 41% three-point shooter, flamethrower, man. So we got another guard that can, and I like her pull-up jump shot, man. So coaching them recruiting, man. They recruiting. As Coach Price said, look, we're not recruiting just to put bodies in uniforms and to just put a team together. They're recruiting to keep this train rolling, man. So have you had a chance to check out our film, bro?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, man. But another hometown kid, another guard. There she is. Hey, that's you? Hey, that look like her. That is her. How you doing, sis? Congratulations. Welcome to the family, baby. She pulled up on us. That's what I'm talking about.
And look, look, not to get too far on it, but what did we say that we needed last year? We needed shooters, man.
Yeah, we need some shooters, man. We happy to have you, sis. Happy for you to join the JSU Tiger family. Happy to have you back home. I know your family's gonna be excited and definitely say, yeah, it's doing good. Thank you. Yeah, no doubt about it, man. We happy to have you. Happy for you to be in the fold, man. We excited. We know Coach. There go T Dizzle pulling up in this thing. What's up,
y'all? Man, I got stuck in the steam room.
You know what?
So
that could go. Never mind. That could go somewhere. That could go somewhere. Hey, you might want to say no, Diddy.
I knew you were thinking that, but I wasn't gonna say it.
You might want to say no, Diddy.
Hey, no, man. No, bro. Hey, in the steam room, we got the feeling good. Like, oh, what time is it? Corey speed me up. Okay, I gotta get out. How y'all doing, man? Tiger Nation. Good evening. Good evening.
Hey, doing good, man. Happy you could join. I know we started a little early, man. We'll be done in an hour. But we want
to see you something too, TD. I gotta see you something.
Man, please do. I like something.
But yeah, man. TD had a chance to check out Miss Ariana.
No.
Yeah, we gotta check her out, man. Hometown kid. Thank you guys. Can't wait to get started. She's actually in the chat. She pulled up on us, man. Hey, every now and again they pull up on us, man. And she's joining the women's basketball programs. Check her film out, man. I hold JUCO players near and dear to my heart because I played at Holmes Community College.
Right.
Hey, Ariana, just so you know, we beat Itawamba in the tournament, but we lost to them in the MAJCA. MAJCC. I forgot what it was called, but anyway. The Region 23 tournament at Mississippi College, we lost to them. They gave us a bad schedule, TD, and they wound up going on to win in 2002 to go on over to Hutchinson, Kansas. I didn't like that. I thought we should have got a better schedule. They gave us the last game and the first game of the next day. I'm like, damn, if we number one going into the tournament, you should get a better schedule, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it didn't happen. So, but you know, one thing that I will note about Itawamba, the men's program is got a Jackson State basketball player, Coach Darren, is a head coach over there. We played Coach Brent, new head coach over there. So big things happening.
Is she from Clinton?
Clinton, Mississippi.
I probably already seen her play then, man.
Oh yeah, she in the fold, man, 100%.
Okay, good deal.
Yes, indeed, man. So, but anywho. We're gonna move right along. Welcome, Ariana. Looking forward to. We got to get you on Tiger Talk, sis. We get you on Tiger Talk. Sit down with you and talk to you. But we need that 11 points, 88% free throw shooting, and 41% 3-point shooting over here for the Jackson State Tigers, man.
Yeah, welcome, Ariana. And look,
Drop your IG.
JSU,
Go ahead, Zoe.
look, I'm gonna say, look, here at JSU, we don't have fans, we got family.
There it is. There it is. Drop your IG tag in the chat, Ariana, so everybody can go follow you. Y'all make sure y'all go follow her on IG, man. Show us some love, man.
Ariana, welcome. Hey man, Clinton have some talent over there, man. Some young girls. I know another one named Aria that's coming up.
You see that right there?
Started as a freshman, man.
That's a real thing. She got off the dribble, in your face.
You know what, TD? We got a lot of talent over there at Callaway too, TD. We got a lot of talent over there at Callaway.
You do?
Yes, indeed, man. Hey, speaking of legends, man. Hey, shout out to the Massachusetts Pirates, man. We got a twofer. We got legendary Robert Kent Jr., one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever put the Jackson State Tigers jersey on, is now the associate offensive coordinator and the quarterbacks coach for the Massachusetts Pirates. And they signed CJ Holmes, our very own CJ Holmes, DB. He was playing with the Orlando Galaxy and Orlando Guardians, I'm sorry, with the XFL. And he's up there with Dallas Daniels, man. So we got two. We got some Jackson State flavor all up and through Massachusetts, man. So congratulations to Mr. Robert Kent. Good to see QB1 still doing his thing. He had a great professional career that was non-NFL. He was played a lot of arena ball and just had a great career, long career too, man. Played for quite a while. And for him to get his start now in the coaching ranks, man, we know he know the game. And watch out, because that brother there knows football and has a great personality and I think he's gonna make waves, man. So congratulations.
You interviewed him not long ago, right?
Well, we had him on Tiger Talk. He and Casey Terrio.
Yeah, okay. I know I saw that somewhere. Both.
Man, look, I saw this picture of Kent. You know, he bald now. In his suit, man, Kent like he about to be on Young and the Restless or something, dog.
Hey, he looked like Superman for real.
Man, I was like, man, he wanted to. Look, I saw it. I said, is he in Genoa City? Because he's like he on Young and the Restless, dog.
For real, like movie star, huh? Bro, look good, man. Bro, look good. Somebody said possibly a future JSU offensive coordinator. Hey, possibly. We'll see. But I like it though, man. We got to get over to Massachusetts for a game, man. We got to catch them when they're close. We'll catch them when they're close, man. Go show some support, show some love. By the way, Warren Newman is playing as well. Kent looking like a talk show host. I swear he can go right out there and host Family Feud, which is my new favorite show, by the way. I love Family Feud.
Man, I watch it.
I watch it every day, bro. Every night. I don't watch Sports Center no more because I can't stand it. So I look for my Family Feud, man.
Family Feud and go.
Speaking of quarterbacks, Mr. Jason Brown has moved into the coaching quarterback training. So shout out to JB. And next up, quarterback training. So go follow him. They need more brothers in.
I knew everybody gonna pick that up, dog. I'm like, he like he's Young and the Restless, dog.
Hey, listen. Next up, quarterback training on IG. Go to Next Up QB Training. Go and follow him now. Also on Twitter. So on Twitter as well as IG. Go follow Jason as he gets started in his quarterback training journey. He had a stellar career, played 7 seasons, man. And we were blessed to have him as a quarterback at Jackson State for his final season. And JB gonna do well. He knows the game. Definitely can be a coach, man. So I don't know if he'll get into coaching on the sideline, but he knows how to coach up quarterbacks. So he got
the goods, man. He got the mentality and the know-how, man, to be a damn good coach. You sit down and talk to him, man. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Hey, we got another interview on the fold, Janalen Dupree. And so the last 2 interviews we dropped from a player standpoint, Janalen Dupree from Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. He's the grandson of the legendary Marcus Dupree, who was actually on his official visit. Came down to Jackson State, Marshall. He almost went to Marshall, y'all. He told me that, but then he realized, like, man, Jackson State just last minute, he decided to commit to Jackson State, and we're ecstatic to have him. And Coach Marshall had a lot to say about him. I think he's going to be stellar. He got a lot of speed. He's going to light the swag up in that.
Be a weapon.
He's a weapon.
Weapon.
That TD, this is your slant master right here. This Joker, you get a Joker slant, let him get up the field, man.
I tell you what,
hey, I've already watched both of those.
I tell you what, if Hughes was coaching him, you know what he'd say? We're gonna turn him loose.
Hey, look here, man. It was 2 games where the young men only had 3 to 4 catches, 4 touchdowns, and 100 and some yards.
Hey, he gets that. He's definitely a yak, one of them yak boys, man. He gets that yak, man. And I ain't talking about cognac. I'm talking about yards after catch. For those who don't know, he gets the yak, man.
You know that stat that they created for Jerry Rice?
What that?
Yak.
Hey.
So look here, Mr. Landry. Was that an eye for an eye? Like, isn't that what Didi went?
Hey, I take it, TD. That's exactly what Didi went. And it's also what Ken Evans Jr. just committed to in basketball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Ken Evans Jr. as well as Didi, both at Florida Atlantic University. And we get Marvin Landry over there. Marvin's a big boy, man. I think he and Jesse gonna make some noise, and they're gonna really do some special things from the tight end position. But love the interview with Jay. It's called it's Janilin.
Yes.
Janilin Dupree. So he preferred just call him Jay. I keep calling him Janilin. It's Janilin.
I mean, one of the things that stuck out with Landry, I enjoyed both of them in the interview, but one of the things that stuck out with Landry, he kept it real. Of course, he pushing the envelope, but man, how you feel? And his thing was like, man, I wasn't sure about Mississippi, you know what I'm saying? But he was speaking on Brandon Weatherspoon, who played basketball out there. So he kept telling me, you gonna love the SIP. And so, he said he came for a visit, man, to say, here it is, glad to be here. I mean, he kept it honest and real. And it just goes to show you that the love that Jackson State fans and the support that we give and the job that the coaches are doing and what the new facility is presenting. So, man, great job.
Absolutely. 2 red uniforms, man. I hope don't nobody get their panties in the wire for looking at the
they do.
Hey, the old and the new, man. I like it.
But
anywho, let's keep it moving. Hey, you guys, get your season ticket. Breaking news. I actually got an event. I didn't get the flyer in time, but I had a conversation with Vaughn prior to, and hold on one second.
Hey, long story. That's a Mile High salute, by the way. So when you see me doing that, this Broncos country.
Broncos don't have no country.
Hey, man. Hey, man. We appreciate y'all letting them buy y'all uniform, man. I don't know what the heck them things. I don't know what we done did.
Hey, so check this out, you guys. On Friday. We are having a food truck Friday at the stadium, at the ticket office.
Next
Friday. Not today, obviously. Next Friday. On the 21st. Friday the 21st. The first official day of summer. We're going to have Smoky Meal on Wheels, Small Time Street Eats, Soleil Cafe. Brother Ezra Brown going to be there, bro. He going to pull up on us.
Oh, really?
And also have Snow Biz, man.
I'll be there then. I'm there.
Yes, sir. So we got all of them start with an S. Smoky Meal on Wheels, Small Time Street Eats, Soleil Cafe, Snow Biz, confirmed next Friday on the 21st. The hours will be from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Vet for a pop-up shop with Reed Enterprise. So Reed Enterprise will be having a pop-up shop with some giveaways in conjunction with the ticket office. Come get your season tickets, man. Come get your season tickets.
We need to holler at 2 guys. What is it? 2 guys. What's my dude? One guy. Do the steak, man. The food truck.
Yeah, you do it off from this road.
Yeah,
man. I want the dude that do the turkey leg. I want my brother Derek Ketchens, man. I need Derek over there with the turkey leg and the they pull all the meat off the turkey leg, man, and have the mac and cheese and whew, good gracious.
What's the name of it? One guy steak and chicken, something like that.
Yeah. I know you talking about the guy the blue, black and white truck.
Yeah. We need him. I got hot at Vaughn. We need to get him there.
What's going on?
Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Mr. Turkey Leg. That's what I need. I need Mr. Turkey Leg out there, baby. Send me that info. So somebody put that in the chat, man. If y'all don't mind, Food Truck Friday.
One guy steak and chicken, I think the name of it.
Huh?
I think it's One Guy Steak and Chicken. I think that's the name of it.
Mr. Turkey Leg Hut. Yeah. Now I need not Turkey Leg Hut, but I need my brother Derek DC out there.
Ain't no Turkey Leg Hut no more.
Upcoming this Friday, Food Truck Friday at the Vet. It's gonna be at the Vet. They have all 4 food trucks. You can pull up, come and get. So Reed Enterprise will have a pop-up shop. The hours will be from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So don't worry about taking no lunch. Don't worry about taking no lunch. Just come on over to the Vet. Make sure you get your season tickets, man. Come pull up. Come mix it up. Gonna have the radio. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be doing a live broadcasting on site, all in conjunction to push season tickets even further, man. We're trying to get to that 10,000 season tickets, man.
We're gonna get it too. That's the name of it, Ken. One Guy Steak and Chicken. I got to tell we need him.
One Guy Steak and Chicken. We got to get him over there, man.
We need that.
Hey, this is just as of today. Now, as of today, this is what's confirmed. There may be some additionals come out there, but this will be dope, man. So next Friday, June 21st, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Vet. Pop-up shop, Reed Enterprise, gonna be selling merch, and gonna have giveaways. And come get your season tickets. While you're there, make sure you get your season parking passes as well, man. And also tomorrow, man, got the women's clinic kicked off. Got the women's clinic, and hey, listen, it's gonna be fun. I'm interested to see those interviews that D. Corsi will do. That's gonna be doing with the ladies, man. It's gonna be a fun event. So if you guys hadn't had a chance, go out there tomorrow. Registration. Go pull up tomorrow at the Vet. If y'all ain't got nothing going on, pull up tomorrow at the Vet for the women's clinic. What you got, Joe?
They must have changed some. I thought they had some today.
They did. It started. Something did start today, but the official clinic will start tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. You got it. Of course, on the 20th, you got the youth and the cheer camp. With the prospect camp is also going to be on the 21st. So there's going to be some big time prospects there. So while you're there, just know that the camp's going to be going on, man. So it's going to be a lot going on, man. You get a chance to check out. Hey, there's some big time talent, man. Them big time 2026 commits are already them offers are going out for them as well. One other thing, you got 707 O-line camp on the 22nd and James Houston on the 23rd. Baseball has a elite showcase on the 22nd and the 23rd. So on Saturday and Sunday, the Jackson State baseball team has a camp. Registration begins at 8:30 a.m. So if you got any baseball players looking to come to the camp, the camps will be from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. So definitely tap in, man. If you got any baseball players that's looking to come, elite showcase June 22nd and 23rd, and they're going to follow it up with August the 3rd and August the 4th. Of course, you got the volleyball camps, got the event coming up with the party on the 24th. And of course, we already discussed the schedule. We'll pause here. But Zoe, we'll spend the last 30 minutes, man. You talked about something, and this is something I did want to highlight. I didn't put your tweet up, but if you want to, you can take it away, man, and talk about that, because it was a great tweet, and I think the floor is yours, bro.
No, man. A lot of people may not have been in tune with everything since we've been doing, the lives and even most of the podcasts. But we've been talking about a lot of stuff and a lot of the changes before they happen. And you may think I'm BSing, but the moment that NIL was introduced, I was actually on the phone with Ken. I told him, like, this is a seismic shift in college football.
Correction, it's at the Walter Payton. I'm sorry, the women's camp, Walter Payton. Go ahead.
And when the moment that they even passed it, I told Ken, and I think it was me, Ken. I think it was me, you, and Corey on the phone. And I was like, bro, y'all don't understand. This is a seismic shift. I was like, this is it. It's all downhill from here. And everything that's happened, even with Shaq, we talked about certain changes that were coming down the pipe.
Right.
So now, I was just sitting there thinking with the new changes now, with the NCAA, passing the bylaw that now the Power Four, as we'll call them, can pay all the schools can all pay the athletes, and when they reach but the only thing now left to do is that they have to settle with all the former players, right, from a certain platform, and it's a multi-billion-dollar payout, right? And so now with them being able to do it, and notice that payout is only for the Power Four. That's it. So this excludes any FCS team.
It would be Power Five, wouldn't it? Though, would it catch?
We're saying four because there's only two teams in the conference. So by far, we'll say Power Four. And so that bylaw only includes the Power Four. It excludes everybody else in the Group of Five conferences, FCS, and I'm still going to say Division II or Division III because they still fall under the NCAA. So the moment that they approved that, I was thinking, I tweeted last night, and I stated that all the other every Division I program under the NCAA umbrella needs to get together and file a class action lawsuit. And rightfully so, because now there's a multi-billion-dollar payout. So just think about this. Where did the NCAA get the money from? Because the money that they've garnered has come from all institutions. So the payout is going to go to the Power Four institutions. And also, I can't use the word collusion because it's not collusion, it's NCAA, but they set a precedent to cut the legs from up under all the Group of Five conferences. So think about it. I'm going to create a rule that's only going to benefit and highlight Power Four and strangle and put handcuffs. So it's almost like if you're a Group of Five school, the NCAA has done something to undermine the very thing in which you're trying to do. So look at it this way. Let's say you got a school who just moved up. We could look at who just recently moved up FBS in a minute here.
Missouri State.
Well, I mean they hadn't played yet. But James Madison. Okay, James Madison. Damn good one. Okay, James Madison. And I think they're in Conference USA, right? I believe so. Because they're not in the Sun Belt.
No, they're in the Sun Belt.
Okay, they're in the Sun Belt. Yep. Great football league. But now they're in the Sun Belt, and now they move up under the premise of, for whatever reason, that they want to move up. But now the NCAA has did something to cut the legs from up under you. So now, and we already know, because there's already talk that they're going to separate. And the NCAA they're pretty much giving away everything. It's a garage sale because they're going to do everything to appease the Power Four conferences because they don't want them to break off. And so we're going to appease these Power Four conferences, but we're going to stifle everybody else. So think about that, because they should be doing anything, because again, they're making money off of all the Division I programs, all of them.
I don't think we even need to go just Ben Crump. I think there needs to be a collection of lawyers that represent each conference. It's more of a.
Ben Crump can't get into this because this is not in his wheelhouse. This is not in his wheelhouse. And Ken is right. You're going to need a team of lawyers. But there needs to be, this is perfect grounds for a class action lawsuit against the NCAA. Because let me paint a picture for you. I know you may say, well, they don't have a chance, but again, this is business. So just imagine if you're Memphis or any other school at a Group of Five conference. Again, you don't even have a real legit pathway for a championship. So now you're just FBS to be FBS. Because what they're doing, they're pretty much stifling you. Like I said, they're cutting your legs from under you. Because now the schools can pay as well as you can get NIL. So now just think about if you're a recruit right now. If Ole Miss is recruiting me, why would I even entertain Southern Miss? The only thing I can get is an NIL, and that's not a guarantee. But Ole Miss can pay me themselves directly. Southern Miss can't.
And you can get an NIL.
and you can get an NIL. Southern
So
Miss
they're
can't do that.
employees now.
That's the CD. That's the gray area, bro. Like when they become, yeah. They hire pay. They basically payroll now. I mean, when you start revenue sharing, I mean, I worked for Enterprise Rent a Car, and that was one of the one companies I knew of that every employee that became a management trainee or you got a revenue sharing account.
And so I can tell you the very
7 years you were fully vested in whatever's in your account. When you walk away from that company, that money belonged to you. It wasn't 401k, it wasn't any of that. It was just profit share. Go ahead.
And I can tell you the very next, so again, forecasting, you can say, damn, Zoe said it. The very next thing that's going to happen, there's going to end up being a CBA. You can see it coming down the pipe.
Union? What about unions?
That's what I'm saying. A union, they're going to have a collective bargain with contracts. That's exactly what's going to end up happening.
I think what's going to happen is going to TD and Zoe, I think eventually what's going to have to happen is I think the crop of talent that gets funneled to the NFL is going to get distorted. And one of the things that, who said this? Vincent Marshall. I'm thinking that it's already out, but I was there. He was saying we were talking about NIL and this big four. That he was like, it ain't enough slots, so there's going to be a trickle down effect. So check this out, TD. You saw the young man that just left Illinois and went basketball, just committed to Kansas State for the $2 million NIL deal. He was in the NBA draft. He was in camp. He got out of the camp, never signed with an agent. He goes back and hit the portal, signs a $2 million NIL deal. So what I guarantee you, think about it. Football is a dangerous sport. And you always had to play longer to get the bag. To get the bag now, you're starting early. So if I'm paid and I'm 24 and I ain't got to tear my body up, I'm 5-6 million to the good. Yeah, do I really have the motivation to go fight through a camp, TD, to get 750,000, 800? That $1 million may not be as enticing. So my point is there will be a trickle down effect that I think will eventually benefit the group of five and the small guys, because you're going to have to come to that level to hunt for some of that talent that may be interested in getting to the league. Now, that may be way down the road, but what I'm saying is that I think the NFL careers are going to get shorter and shorter just because of the payday. You follow what I'm saying? Most of these guys stayed and played for a long, long, long time, bro, because they were still getting paid. NCAA made this decision to keep the best players from going to other schools, monopoly. There you go.
And so what they're doing, and they're assisting them in doing so.
Yep.
So, but also, so to your point, Ken, I wanted to add this. So just think about, because now you're what's going to end up happening in the next 3 to 4 years. Pretty much every Southern state is going to offer NIL to high schools because they're doing it right now.
They have it in Florida now.
Yeah, Tennessee. It's going to be in every Southern state.
So if they start in high school, when does high school start?
9th grade.
So if you start getting paid from 9th grade playing football, let's just say 10th grade, you get a bag, you that dude. If you're seeing money from 10th grade all the way to your last year eligibility in college, are you really going to be more inclined to really hunt for the NFL, or are you going to be done with football?
Well, I'll make this point. So I'm glad you asked it. So here's the point I was going to make. So think about that. You're in high school. You're getting money, substantial amount of money, right? Not everybody will, but some will. But again, not every player that's a high-ranking recruit is going to pan out in college or make it to the NFL.
Correct.
So now what you're going to see you're going to have a lot more failure stories than success stories, because not so much they won't have the drive to, but now you're going to have a lot of guys who are going to go to college, because what if I made, let's just say, hypothetically, someone was in college and got paid really, really good in college, right? But then I'm not a first-round pick. I'm not a second-round pick, third or fourth or fifth-round pick. What if I end up being a sixth-round pick, right? Or an undrafted free agent? But I made damn good money in college, though.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying? I made damn good money in college. So now it's like, go ahead.
No, I thought you was done. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, my point to that is this. In comes the young man with the good family that values education, TD. So let's say you got that young man that say, look, I'm finna go get my master's. I get 4 for 5. Who knows how much it changes, right? I get 5 years to complete 4 years of eligibility. If I can get a bag, just imagine, just a small bag. I walk away with a master's degree and I got $3-4 million.
No debt.
No debt. Do I really want to just, I could walk into my career at 24 a millionaire, bro. I could be a business owner. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, jump on in there. Come on.
Hey, I'm listening to both of you guys, and I'm thinking everything through. And the only thing I can come up with is a miss. I mean, because you finna destroy, you know what I'm saying, character, you finna destroy a lot of stuff going on with society. It's gonna be too much going on because now you're gonna put more, you put in sports to value more than the education.
Yep.
Especially when you trickling it down to the high school, you know, area. And now you got it. First of all, you got these college kids don't know how to handle this kind of money. Now you finna trickle it down to high school.
It's already there. It's already there.
That in the word of KT Dub, it's finna be a miss.
It really is, bro. And the thing is too, there is gonna be other opportunities that's gonna come from this. There's a residual that comes from this. You know what I mean? Like agents.
What y'all do it?
Financial advisors. Come on.
What you guys do it?
Do what?
You got a kid in high school. They want to offer him an NFL. I mean, a NIL deal. Would you take it?
I'm gonna look at
the male, female, no matter what.
I'm looking at the language of it and how it could benefit. I mean, being a parent that's not, see, this is the problem with some parents, TD. I'm not gonna live through my kids. I've had a great life to give my kids a great life and a great start. Starting with their credit, making sure they understand credit, making sure they understand how to save, how to manage money, understand the taxes and all that good stuff. So my point is, me having all girls, if one of my daughters grow into becoming this big softball player or volleyball player and they can get money, I would absolutely read through it. I would hire a lawyer to read through all the literature. I'm not going to get in the way of them having an opportunity to make money. But the emphasis still, TD, is on having a skill that can sustain you beyond the athletics. And that's the biggest thing, because money, I don't know if people are paying attention. Inflation is real right now. It's so much money that's circulating right now, and the cost of living is going up. So it's about the after effect. When football is over, you get what I'm saying? I'm just noticing the fact that one thing that TC said when he was on with us, he said this. He said the problem with a lot of these kids jumping in the portal is what they're going to call home. I think what's eventually going to happen is if you got a player that can go to a program that can get a bag each year, they can be a legend in that city, at that school, and they walk away with millions of dollars, TD, and 2 degrees. I just don't feel like the motivation to go further and get beat up more in football is going to be for some of those. You're going to start seeing the player that say, I was great. I had a great college career. I don't really want to chase the NFL. That hunger ain't going to be there. I'm just going to go get my career started. You see what I'm saying?
And speaking on what you're saying, you take that prime example. One of our former running backs, 4 or 5 different schools, no degree. What you going to do? And you wouldn't even get in the bag.
He'll get his degree in Atlanta this year, Georgia State, I think.
You hope. But
and not to even knock him. It's not a knock. It's the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? Several different schools. Now, I will say this: when you become well traveled, you tasted a little bit of everything. You can say that he's learning himself. He's finding himself using football, and his talent is blessing him with the ability to do that. Hopefully, he gets to the league. Now, for the player that's not getting paid, there still will be a drive to chase. He did graduate. Okay, he good. He graduated. So he graduated from Colorado then. Okay, good deal. But it's not a slight. It's just an example. So don't take it the wrong way. I got number love Savion, bro. So please don't cover me because I bust back, just so y'all know that. But the reality of the matter is, my point is just the hunger. Like it's gonna vary from player to player. It's going to vary from player to player. I don't think every scenario, and everybody ain't getting a bag. But those that do get the bag, I don't think their careers are going to be very long, which may open an opportunity for a lot of other players to play. You got a lot of leagues right now. You got the resurgence of arena ball, and you got the UFL. You got the CFL. You got a lot of opportunities to play ball right now.
You gonna have a lot of failed dreams, though. But to your point, I'm gonna say this, TD, to answer your question. I can't really say, but here's the thing that I would ask back. When you use your scenario, you say, "Will you take the money?" Well, think about it. Now I'm gonna go and say it. Y'all, you can hate me. I don't care. In my era, you know what I'm saying, more or less, like I came from a 2-parent household. Most of your athletes come from a single-parent household with no dad there, and pretty much in a lot of instances, coming from an economic status where I'm doing every move that I'm making for my family. True. So if I can do it in high school, I don't, or look at that mom that knows she's doing a tough time. You see what I'm saying? It's rough right here. Yeah, my son is in the 10th grade. He could change our lives today. You see what I'm saying? And I asked that question then to that particular parent, and there's a lot more of that, more so than a stable 2-parent household.
Facts.
Okay. Let me go here then.
Okay.
So you decided to do that. And we seem to think 1 to 2K, 100K or something is a lot of money. Really not.
Nope.
You start taking the bag, you get caught up within yourself, and then your skills start to diminish.
Hold on.
Wait, let me finish. Now you don't have what Mr. Aubrey Miller called bandos no more. That make you hungry. What happened then?
But hold on. But to your point, you're right. But to your point, what you asked is of somebody in college. What I said was a high school student.
I'm saying difference.
No, it ain't, because a high school kid. Let me tell you why. A high school kid is not thinking that, and he shouldn't for the most part. His frontal lobe is not fully developed. Somebody gonna laugh when they hear me. We gonna laugh to hear that. Look, his frontal lobe ain't even developed. Think about it. We talking about most.
Now his parents should be involved in this.
You said parents with an S. That means 2. We talking, TD, listen to me. We talking dire straits. It's a whole bunch of kids with single-parent household, mom working 2 or 3 jobs. Son, look where I'm going with this. They not thinking that, bro. And when you sit there and say $100,000 is not a lot of money, tell it to somebody who living off $30,000 a year.
But again, I was speaking on the high school level.
Hold on. Well, look, I agree with you. Listen, I'm not giving you pushback. Just feel what I'm saying. Right. You're right. In a big scheme of things, $100,000 is not a lot of money. But tell that to somebody that's making $32,000 a year. Right. And I got 4 mouths to feed by myself. And you can change our fortunes today.
There's a lot of money to me.
It's a lot of pressure, man.
So look, money's not everything. Look, money's not everything, but not having it is.
Right.
That's a bar, actually. Hey, what track that is? Who is that? Jay-Z?
Yeezy talking.
Oh, Yeezy. Yeah, that's right. Kanye West. My bad.
I mean, but I guess what I'm saying is, what you're saying is 100% correct. Especially if you got this single parent home, but there should be somewhere there able to advise them, or if it's not, man, once you do that, and then your head you go out. First of all, you just probably, if you live in that type of life, you're gonna probably spend that money on something not worthwhile.
That's why
you're right back in the hole.
That's why I said there's going to be a residual of opportunities because of the amount of people and young folk that's getting a big bag of money prior to. Now, listen, if you can make it, you can sustain it. Hopefully, they can put the right people. But then it's so many elements that I don't really want to go down that road. Folk beating you out your money. It is. Hey, folk beating you out your money, TD. They know you're illiterate. They know you can't be all that getting percentages. And go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna say, but see, TD, you're right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not giving you pushback, right? I'm just trying. What I'm saying is, what you're saying is right, and you're gonna get that. But watch this. Just picture Jackson, Mississippi by itself. Just Jackson. And picture all the high school kids that play ball in Jackson. Watch me on this. And I'm talking about plenty of them that can get NILs in Jackson if Mississippi was doing it. How many kids gonna fall into the lines of what I just said, and how many gonna fall into the line you said with regards to having a good sound-minded body to make good decisions? Now you see where I'm going with this? We're gonna
or that kid that ain't gonna be so immature to start putting all their money on IG and splashing and pulling up in the new whips.
The Vine's race, that's exactly my point. Money might kill the love for him.
I know
Mike.
So that's what I was saying. Where I think the love of the game is gonna die earlier. Yeah. That was my point, TD.
Yes.
That desire to get to the NFL is going to fade away for some.
Yes.
And I think that's gonna swoop in and grab the athlete. Which means there's gonna be a trickle down.
Because Ken, look, for a lot of guys, they play for the love, but watch this. There's a goal that I'm trying to ascertain, that I'm trying to get to. That's why I'm grinding in high school.
Yes.
That's why I'm grinding in college. Well, guess what? If I'm already getting broke off in high school for that, now look,
I ain't grinding no more. It makes you fat.
You're gonna have some.
No bandos. I went from bandos to condos.
Look, you're gonna have some, TD. You're gonna have some that's gonna be focused and still want to get there and strive for it. But trust me, that it's almost like the 1%. We gotta look at the vast majority or the law of averages. And the majority of them, I'm telling you, the ones they starting to get substantial amount of money in high school.
Hey, listen, man, all we can say is this. I ain't mad. I'm like you, Ty B. I ain't mad. All I would just recommend to the parents and those that are advising, the leaders and the mentors, make sure you have a plan for the young men that get those types of opportunities. It'll be a blessing for a lot, but it will be a major responsibility. Too much is given, much is required, and it's just that it's when you get a little older and you're around people, you kind of got your own thing going on. You can kind of maneuver that green-eyed monster a little bit. But boy, when you're young and you're impressionable and you don't know how to manage your emotions, you're immature. Like Zoe said, your frontal lobes ain't fully developed. You get a little ugly. But that's the world we live in now. Go ahead.
Hold on for a second, Kim.
Yes.
Show announcement. You have to turn your alert on all.
Make sure you turn your notifications on. Yes, ma'am. We did start an hour early. We did tonight.
You know how oxymoron this statement is. This announcement is coming from somebody who really don't be on social media.
Hey,
bro,
you on IG, but he don't be on Twitter.
I do IG and I do YouTube. I'm subscribed to the channel through YouTube, so on my phone to give me an alert.
That's true. Okay, if you make sure you hit the bell. You gotta hit the bell. The bell is gonna give you a notification, and it's gonna let you know when we live. Look, I asked the fellas. I appreciate these brothers. I love them, man. I asked them if we can come on an hour early tonight, simply because, hey, coach. Hey, hold on, coach. Coach, hold on. I know we said we finna get off this thing, man. I'm finna drop the link in the chat. Come on up here. You got it. Hey, we gotta get you on the live, bro. We got to get you on the live. So, Coach Daniel Price, women's basketball coach, assistant basketball coach, Jack State. The love of the game has already started to fade. The bag is the goal always. But if they are getting it in high school and college already, then I do believe it would be a drop off in the love. That is a fact.
That's it. That's it.
That's a mic drop from Coach DP, baby. Boom. There it is.
Right.
Yo, and listen, it is what it is. So. What does that mean? That means that if you ain't getting the bag, you got to capitalize on the opportunities that will be presented. There will be a residual effect. That will happen because of this. And it is what it is. It's the world that we live in. And the most constant thing that happens in this world is what? Change. You got to be willing to adapt with the times. It's going to be a lot of young kids that's got more money than the coach that they coaching. That's coaching.
You're right. Hey,
I'm walking in with I'm walking in showing my account, man. I got $5.4 million in my account, man. What you talking about?
Then, which bring up another rabbit hole, man. We bring up another rabbit hole. Now you got jealousy, envy, you got hate. Now you putting a target on that person back, and not to mention, Ken, I feel like I'm better than you. You don't deserve what you're getting because I put 35 on you. Now what?
I like this. I believe that the folks that are wealthy enough to give out NILs are smart enough to know that the folks that they are rewarding NILs will give it right back to them, knowing the spending habits. That is a fact, bro.
Hey, yes. That's what I just say. Going out spending on something that's not relevant. Whips.
Well, again, the smart kids. Teach your kids how to manage money, get into financial advisement, start studying the rules and regulations that come with this, because there will be an opportunity for hey, listen, check this out. You remember when Travis Hunter came to Jackson State, he brought someone with him. I think he brought a brother, a cousin, or somebody that came state. There will be someone that will be in the trust circle. That can be an opportunity, kind of like the Clutch Sports. Rich Paul didn't go play basketball. He went into the agent area. You see what I'm saying? That LeBron giving you the blueprint, right? He showed you that the crew, everybody ain't gonna be no hooper. But if you got that hooper, if you got that baller, hey, the homies got to do something other than just watch the boy with the bag and just be jealous and spend all the money. Y'all got to get some skills, man, and make sure that you protect the bag. You follow what I'm saying?
And I think when you interview Says, then his mom initially moved down with him.
I don't remember that. I can't really say. Okay. Then there you go, investments. I see Caleb Williams just started didn't he just start like an investment, a venture capital investment firm or something to that effect?
Yep.
I mean, listen, that kid been getting money since he been in college, and now he has the money to invest. You're gonna see some guys playing ball, man. That's gonna be really heavily invested in the stock market. They're gonna have a bag, bro. So I don't think that they'll be playing for the love, because the money will already be something that they'll have, man. There'll be that side of that as well. Yes, TD, I think this is where athletic departments can step in and provide class and fun. You're gonna have to make some adjustments and some changes. The way it was of yesteryear. Oh, there we go. And we're gonna extend this thing about a good 15 minutes, man, because I got to get rolling. We got Coach Daniel Price gonna hop on, and we'll get his perspective, and we'll go from there, man. Soon as your Wi-Fi connect, Coach, we're gonna add you. Boom, there he is. What's up, big dog?
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah,
Coach Price.
What's up, baby? Hey, man, listen, glad to have you on, bro. Hey, you know this the conversation that this barbershop talk at this point.
Already, yes, it is.
So your thoughts on this, man? Let the folks hear from you, man.
Well, my thoughts on it that, it has become a transactional situation when it comes to recruiting and everything. Mm-hmm. Because now it's not like you're not really building relationships anymore because the money is there. The money is a big aspect to college sports. And I heard, you guys were talking about the high school aspect of things. And so, I just feel like when you start getting the money at that level,
yeah,
the love, the true love for the game leaves.
Thanks.
In my opinion,
yeah.
Right? Because at first, it was a situation of you play for the love of the game to get to the bag.
That's facts.
Now it's like you can get the bag so early before you really and truly prove yourself. Because there are situations where in college sports where guys have been taking visits, getting paid a bag just to come on a visit.
See, that's what Jay Shaw was talking about, Coach. They doing that now. Tell me, some of these guys getting $5,000 and $10,000 just to come on visits, man.
And let me raise one point to your point, DP. Because some people will say, well, high school players have been getting paid for decades. Yes, they have. But the distinct difference was they were getting paid sway to come somewhere. And They knew that once they were there, they were stuck there for 3 years. So the motivation was still there to get to that professional level. That was just an incentive for me to go to a place. That's where they got paid from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then in some other cases, you got money while you was there just to keep you there. Because at the end of the day, you knew you still had to be wherever you were going to be for 3 years until I can get the professional money.
Right.
So I'm going to make sure I say that. They were getting paid, but they were getting paid to go somewhere.
Then it was illegal.
Yeah, under the table.
And check this out, Coach Price, even to your point, there were times, when it was illegal and it was still being done, How many times have you heard of a player get a car and then they vanish? You don't know which way they went. They no longer come to practice. Matter of fact, you don't see them in class no more. They're gone. Or you give them something and they gone. And that was back then when it was illegal.
Right. So
now,
one of the biggest things that, for us as coaches where, we have to navigate the situation and, you have to be able to build rosters. You have to be able to compete with other schools when it comes to the NIL money. And so it's like on the men, I'm gonna say on the men's side, when we're talking about football, right? When we're talking about football and, football is $1 billion industry at the college level. And you have a situation where kids are getting paid more than coaches now.
Yep.
So it's just I like what the Power Fives are doing now, where basically the colleges can pay the players. Like, I want everybody to get their money, right? Get to the money, be able to take care of your family, be able to take care of yourself, and start building that generational wealth. I know one of you all said you got to have great financial people around you that'll help you navigate having that kind of money. Now, that's very well true, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like now that colleges can pay the players, basically everybody's an employee. So it's not even really amateur sports anymore. It's basically professional sports at the college level.
So Cole, let me ask you this. If you're going to pay the players, that's one thing, that's fine. But it may not be the same amount across the board for everybody, being that, your star point guard is a leader of your team, or your big man, or your running back, or whoever the case may be. But when it's a situation where it's unlimited, that's where the unfairness and the clutter come in, when you just can, just give and do anything rather than say, okay, everybody on the team going to need to pay $500 a month or whatever the case may be. Somebody else might get paid $600, $1,000 depending on their status. But when you just open the book up to any amount, I think that's where the clutter come in, and the problem definitely starts or lies with that.
Yeah, and that's one of the. I think they've realized that and start seeing that part right there. That it was the issues of where, there was a player at Miami who threatened to leave because he said, he needed to make more money. They're not paying him enough, so he threatened to leave. And this was a basketball player who threatened to leave Miami because he felt like they weren't paying him enough. So now it's like you're holding. Like, the players have the power in so many words, in so many ways. They have the power to where they can control their situations, which, again, I'm all for players getting paid. I'm all for that. I think it should have been happening. I'm also mad that it didn't happen when I was playing.
Man, I swear, bro. I know, right?
So I'm 100% for it, but I just feel like when you say it's unlimited, and it is a lot of issues when it comes to being unlimited, because again, the love for the game, what kid is going to listen to someone that he's making more money than? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how many situations it's like that at the football level. Let's say the football level and at the collegiate men basketball. So I just don't know how many issues there really are. But it's not really so much like that on the women's side. But it's getting to that point, though.
Not yet.
It's getting to that point because the women's game is growing so much, and quickly, and so the money is starting to be there, and people are starting to see just how powerful an Angel Reese became. And how much money she made in a short period of time with the the way she played her game and stuff like that, and then playing at a LSU. So, we won't see too many of those issues. The only issues that we'll see at the mid-major level is the fact that when we develop the players and they become all conference players, they gonna bring the money. They gonna throw the bag at them. So that's the issue that we're gonna face at the mid-major level.
Well,
yes. Right.
Another. I tell you what, a major problem is gonna come in any sport. let your best players make a lot of money, and you got to walk on busting his tail.
Well, one thing about walk-on situations, you are a walk-on, some for a reason, some not. But with walk-on situations, I feel like, well, we got to take in consideration too. When you start making that money, you basically, if it serves me correct, you're not getting scholarship. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to start paying for your own education on top of that too, I believe.
Oh, that ain't now.
No, it's not really. It's true, but that's to a certain dollar amount threshold.
Right.
If you're on the threshold, then you won't. Right. But if you are, then you have to pay, and rightfully so.
Right. So that opens up for some people. It opens up scholarships. So that walk-on might not be a walk-on anymore.
Yeah. But he ain't making no money, so he's like he walk on. But I'm saying, or guess what? You got a lowly person who ain't making no money, and he killing the highest paid player on the team. I mean, killing them at practice. That's gonna cause a problem.
I think that's gonna cause a problem. But again, how can you not play that kid?
Yeah,
because you're giving them so much money. So how can you not play that kid? That kid is getting money from the NIL collective or from now the Power 5 level from the school.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're getting paid like that, they gonna be expected to play, and it's gonna be expected to perform. Exactly. So maybe I know there'll be an element of like, it's not a lot of this stuff is not there's a lot of clauses in those agreements. Yeah. Some of those are gonna be performance based, so it'd be just like the league. If you ain't producing, hey, they can drop you. They can take you off the money. But if you're smart, if these guys are smart, they'll start. Then that goes into the guaranteed money that comes into that, signing bonuses, and there's going to be some money paid out to come that doesn't have anything to do with the NIL. And again, that goes back to that residual. Hey, I got an agent. You got to talk to this person that knows how to negotiate, and it's going to be money in that. There's going to be some serious money in that. Go ahead.
Actually, you know what? You're right, because to DP's point. Actually, no, you're right. They don't have to do anything. They could waive them. If you ain't producing, we just cut you. Because remember, on scholarship, they're paying their own way.
Correct.
Again,
I mean, even when you look at this Jalen Rashada thing with Florida, I mean, that's a mess within itself. But I think these collectives are going to get a whole lot more creative with how they manage this stuff, because they don't want to run into lawsuits. Trust me when I tell you guys, we do NILs with our brand, and there's also a tax liability to this.
Correct.
You got to get W-9s, man. They got to put their license on file. They have to pay taxes. Anything over $600 paid, you got to pay taxes on.
Yeah.
So there's that aspect of the NIL. You want the bag, but what happens when that young man gets the IRS on his neck?
Hold on.
Now you're really in trouble.
I got a question though. I got a question, and DP, baby, you may know. What if that kid, if you're not paying him directly, what if that kid is set up the payments to go to an LLC?
It's possible. Again, that goes to support system. Depends on how they want it worded.
Well, I'm asking for a tax. I'm asking you for a tax standpoint. What if you're doing a trust or an LLC? You're not paying me directly. It's going to an LLC. Do they still have to pay taxes on that?
It's impossible to avoid taxes in the capacity. You're gonna have to pay taxes. Now, I'll say it this way from my research. That's why I said our NIL deals going into the 2025 year will all be done through Friends of KC-1400 Inc. nonprofit, because the nonprofit collective with a 501c3 can actually get around the tax liability, but the players, they are being paid. They're independent contractors.
Yes,
it's very hard. Now listen, I've been knowing taxes. My dad's CPA 30 plus years. I don't think there is a way though that you can get paid for your football services and avoid tax liability, unless you set up some type of nonprofit organization where that money's being donated. It's still gonna unless you find some loophole, there is no way else to get away from around it because they are working for that money. So therefore, there will be there that you can do a Schedule C. There is a business taxes from a Schedule C, but now, so to your point, if they were smart, they would start. They can do a single member LLC, and they can get that money paid to that LLC and actually do tax write-offs. You can offset your tax liability with your business. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that needs to be a legitimate business. It could be, let's say, Daniel Price Marketing LLC. So I'm not only am I a basketball player, but I'm a marketing athlete. You see what I'm saying? I have a marketing company, or a management company. So if I go and work for your organization and I'm marketing your brand, hey man, all the cost that comes with that, they can write that off from a business standpoint. And the smart athletes that have the great support system will find the loopholes, because trust me when I tell you, business tax loopholes are the best loopholes. It's better than individual taxes. And if you're not a tax owner, you won't know that.
Okay. That's some good
information. Oh, that's a good one. They say that there are instances where boosters have paid the players' taxes to ensure that they get the exact one. Hey. Again, it comes down to how well are you able to negotiate.
But guess what?
It's a negotiation.
But that's 1%. You know that's not going to be the vast majority.
Right.
That's good stuff, man. But again, we're trying to secure a show with an agent that actually works in the industry. We're working on that now, and I won't mention the name until after the fact, but it's from a reputable, probably the top sport agency in the world. We're trying to get them on, so we definitely putting that work in to get them. Thanks be to our sister Rochelle, and we appreciate that. Yeah, man. It's so much so. I'll say this. I'm gonna just put this out there since we're talking about it. When we bring them on, we won't be able to keep the show on the air. So you might want to, when we lock in, we're gonna definitely advertise it. So we're gonna do 2 shows in that night. It'll be 2 separate links. We'll do the actual interview link, and then we'll go, once that's over with, we'll jump into our regular live, because we won't be able to keep them on the live stream like that.
Gotcha.
Good stuff.
Man, so what
go ahead, Coach.
What were you guys talking about earlier before I jumped on? Just NIL stuff?
No, we also touched on. Go ahead, Zoe. You take it. Go ahead, take it, Zoe.
I put a tweet up last night, and I was pretty much had a thought of saying that all Division I schools minus the Power 5 conferences should actually get together and file a class action lawsuit against the NCAA.
Hey, you tried to go there, didn't it?
You went.
I ain't cry. I went. No, because I mean, think about it. I mean, with the advent of them saying that the schools, because you do know when they put that in that the schools could play, that's only for the Power 4.
Yeah.
So think about it. So you also know that they just passed the legislation that they're gonna to do so, that they gotta settle. There's 3 cases. It's going to end up costing about $5 billion that they're gonna pay out, right?
Right.
Where you think they got the money from?
Oh, I know where they got the money from.
They got it from every
single,
every Division I institution.
Yep.
So you're paying out you're paying out. The money's pretty much going divvied up from all the Power 4 conferences, but the only one benefiting from that money are the Power 4 conferences, and you're creating a thicker demarcation between Power 4s and everybody else, and you're doing it so you're pretty much giving them a leeway. I'm giving them everything because I'm trying to prevent them breaking off from me. And so everything's out in the news. So basically you're letting the world know without saying it that I'm hindering the group of 5 conferences. I'm hindering them, and I'm creating a barrier between them and them. I know some people say, well, it's the haves and the have-nots. It was always the haves and the have-nots.
Right.
Now you're creating a barrier, a demarcation to separate us from them. But I'm using I'm using money from y'all because this money is coming from all D1 schools.
Yeah, it is. I saw the breakdown of it.
All D1 schools, but only the Power 4 are reaping the benefit of that money. That's a lawsuit in and of itself.
You don't think they thought about that, Dozo?
Sometimes you can outthink yourself. Crazy as a fox.
Crazy as a fox.
I mean, you can say they thought about it, but again, the money is going straight to the Power 4. And now they're talking about the playoff. I don't know if you paid attention. The group of 5 don't even have a pathway for the new championship now, for the playoff.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
They don't have a pathway.
Wow. Well, I can't comment too much.
You good. I come in for you.
There you go.
But I mean, the time, like I said, the time is now. But and another thing we mentioned, you can see it coming down the pipe because right now it's just the wild, wild west. There's no legislation. Everything is just it's like we're in Tombstone right now. You can see it coming down the pipe. There's going to be a CBA at some point. We're going to have salary caps. It's coming. Because once you do that, you can streamline everything in every institution. They're going to have salary caps, and there's going to be a CBA. You can bet your bottom, and that's going to streamline everything. So when we talk about roster issues between players and, so-and-so making this kind of money, everything's going to be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, your best player is probably going to make a little bit more money, but everybody's going to get paid. And I'm telling you, everything is going to get slotted. There's going to be a CBA.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. That's a good way to look at it.
They said federal legislation is coming. It's going to have to, man. It's going to have to.
I mean, look, even with the advent of this, like we talked about, Ken, like APR, I'm telling you right now, that's going away.
Oof.
It's going to have to, because now players can transfer every year. I can go to college and transfer every year if I want to. How you going to have APR with that? Like I said, It's the wild, wild west. It's like we're going to give the Power 4 whatever they want. Please don't leave us.
Yeah, that APR stuff is, I don't know how it can last either. I don't, because like you said, you could transfer whenever you want to, and I seen the list that they put out, about the SWAC, the schools that had APR issues and all that stuff. So I don't see how it can last without transferring.
It won't.
No, it won't. It won't. I see it gone in the next 2 years, man. Honestly.
I see it being on after next year.
Or either they're gonna change the stipulations to it. They're gonna change. They're gonna rewrite the rules to it, where the scores might be a little different.
Something's definitely gonna have to change.
Yeah, because I mean, if a kid, you're gonna have multiple schools get hit by that. You know what I'm saying? And if you got multiple schools getting hit because you got one kid that played at 4 schools in 4 years, that's 3 schools. That's what those schools hope is that kid go on and graduate, though. That's what they hope.
Yeah, but
but Coach,
go ahead.
Hey, somebody, I'll let you finish your thought, but when you get done, somebody asked about the new commit. We had we talked about Ariana from Clinton earlier in the show, but go ahead and finish your thought.
No. I'll go ahead and touch on that.
You got the smile, so I sure want to hear.
They asked about the, huh?
You got the smile, so I sure want to hear about it.
Matter of fact, hold on, let me set it up. Hey, you can talk about whatever. You can start with Ariana, but you can also go into, since we got you, let's talk about the roster that you helped, that you and Coach Richards and staff have helped to assimilate, man, that everybody know about thus far.
Hold on, before you go, because I want to make sure I'm right before you say anything. You just can't say names right now unless they sign, right?
Correct.
That's what I figured.
Yep. Yep.
So that's why we,
So I
that's
can
why we
only,
have to watch how we ask, Ken.
yeah. So I can only really talk about the kids that have already signed with us.
That's right. That's right.
The ones that have signed. So I can't talk about recruiting, but I can talk about the kids who've already signed that we have that's on our roster.
That's right.
Yep. So so we have, of course, we have the one that I am most glad that we were able to get, Jaleel Cotton from ETSU. So that was one of the first ones that we actually got. Jaleel Cotton is a kid that I've watched throughout high school in Kentucky. So she's from Kentucky, Bardstown, Kentucky, and I saw her all through her high school years. She just had some situations at ETSU where, she came in being recruited by one coach, then that coach got let go, and she was playing for another coach, and it just didn't fit the system. But one thing I can tell you about Jaleel Cotton that I think everybody will be impressed with is her speed, her strength, and her ability and score. So I think everybody will be impressed by that. Like her numbers at ETSU, you didn't see that, but I can tell you that she can really score the basketball. Like, she has the ability to score, and she has a great ability to defend as well.
What position is that?
She's a point guard.
Point guard, okay.
She can play off the ball a little bit. She can play off the ball too, but she's a scoring point guard, and I think everybody will be impressed with her. The next kid that we had signed from Kentucky State University, D2, HBCU. That's a place that Coach Richards used to coach. I used to coach there as well at one point, and used to be the assistant athletic director there. She averaged 14.5 points a game. So, she can score the ball. She's a St. Louis, Missouri kid. Can really score the basketball, can really defend, has great length. She's, 5'8", 5'9"-ish, can really score the basketball. So she's going to help us out a lot. Like, she's going to help us out a lot, being able to score the basketball and also defend with her length and rebound the basketball. So she, and then she's coming from a program who, they made it to the championship this past season in the SIAC. And, but they lost in the championship game, but they had a 20-win season. So she's coming from a winning program, right? So I think she's definitely going to help us. Another player that we added is a Diaka Bertie. She's a Canadian kid. She signed with us. She averaged like 14, 15 points from NAI. And she's another kid that's about 5'9". She's about 5'9", and she can really score the basketball as well. So, she's going to help us out a lot because she has experience. She's played a lot of basketball. So she's played at the collegiate level. And I try to tell people a lot of times that NAI players, you see it now with transfers. So a lot of NAI kids are going Division I, because, those kids are able to score the basketball at that level. It still translates. Scoring the basketball translate on any level. If you can score, you can score. So I think you all will be impressed with her because she can defend too, and she can put the ball in the basket. Another kid that we had signed, that has signed with us, is Zariah Glover. And she played at Northwest Mississippi Community College. I think she's from Vegas. I think she's a Vegas kid. So, but she played at Northwest Community College in Mississippi. 5'10", can really shoot the basketball. Got really good length, and she's a really good passing lane defender. So she's a 3-and-D player. She'll be a 3-and-D player for us. She definitely can knock down shots. I mean, she can shoot the basketball. So I think she's gonna help us in a lot of different areas. We did get a post. We got multiple posts, but I can't talk about them. But we did get a post that's already signed. She's coming. She's a kid that played high school ball in Kentucky. So She's played high school ball in Kentucky. She's coming from D2, and she's 6'3". She's gonna block shots. She's gonna rebound the basketball, and she's gonna run the floor. And her name is Ruthie. It's hard to say her last name. She's from Kenya. So she's from Kenya. So, but that's Ruthie. So she's another kid that we have. You know, of course, we're bringing back Hunter that played at Jackson State.
Great.
So Hunter decided to stay, and Hickman decided to stay as well. So we have those two that's returning, and you know you can't knock championship experience. You know, they were part of a championship team, so having them is definitely going to help us in a way because of their championship experience. Like they was going through those practices, they played in those games, so you know that's going to be valuable. Having just that, you know, two players that went through the championship mindset and things like that. You know, and then it's some other kids that I could talk about, but I don't know if they paperwork has actually. I know that they got the paperwork, but I don't know if they signed it because I'm on the road recruiting, so I don't know if they got the paperwork. But I do want to talk about some other kids, but I don't know if the paperwork is in yet. Yeah, so because I'm on the road recruiting right now, so I wasn't in the office. But I could tell you this, you know, from coming from Marshall, where I was this past season, I know I'm gonna bring my championship mindset. I've been at different locations every year that I've been at those locations. In the first year, we've won championships. So I'm just gonna say that, you know, and I won't. You know, I'm not afraid to talk about winning championships. That's one thing I'm not afraid to talk about. I believe in what I'm gifted with. I believe in what Coach Richards wants to do. You know, that, you know, when she called me, I was excited about it when she called me. You know, the fact that, you know, she asked me to come with her. And, you know, Coach Richards is a person that I've known for a long time. And I just kind of was always trying to send her players that I used to develop and that I helped, you know, try to get recruited. So I would just always send her, you know, hey, you might want to reach out to this person. Look at this kid. This is a kid that I work with and things like that. And she just remembered that piece. And she, you know, so when she asked me to come, I jumped at the opportunity to come back home. So, you know, I'm from Jackson, born and raised, you know, played high school ball there. And, you know, I went off to college and played some professional ball. But, you know, I had to jump at the opportunity. So I think the roster that we have put together in a short period of time, you know, I saw the interview with Coach Richards, and, you know, it ain't even been a month since we've been there, you know, since I've been on staff at Jackson State. So I would say, I think the roster that we've put together, I think a lot of people will be surprised. You know, everybody think it's going to be sweet. It ain't going to be sweet, you know. We're going to come and compete. I can guarantee that.
You know what? From listening to you talk and listening to what Coach Richard said when we had her on, you know, she did say something about running. You done mentioned that you got a couple shooters. So I'm thinking, okay, we're going to run and we got some shooters. I'm starting to get a visual around here. I'm getting a visual.
Well, let me say this. As a player, I was a lockdown defender. I just had the ability to score the basketball. So as a coach, I'm a defensive-minded coach. Before I went to Marshall, I built a program at Simmons College of Kentucky. It's a smaller HBCU school. They asked me to build a program. They wanted to add sports. They asked me to build a program. In my first year there, my only year there, we led the nation in multiple categories when it comes to getting steals and turnovers and forcing people to turnovers and things like that, and scoring defense. So we led the nation in multiple categories. We won the region, made it to the Final Four. That same team that I built at that school, I turned it over to my mentee, who's actually from Mississippi. I turned it over to my mentee. They won the national championship this year with the same system.
Wow.
While I was at Marshall this year, we led the nation in multiple categories. when it scoring defense, turnover margin, steals per game, and maybe total steals. So we was top 3 in those categories. And I don't mean 3. So we at Marshall we pressed. We pressed for 40 minutes at Marshall. So like you said, you hear some running and you hear some shooting. So,
hey Coach, you said it's gonna be. You said it's gonna be sweet, but it's not gonna be sweet.
No,
they're gonna eat sour candy on their face. TD, they're gonna be looking like this when they play.
Okay,
they're gonna be sweet.
So in other words, everybody think you're gonna be easy cakewalk, but that's not.
It's not gonna be
easy. Sweet, baby.
I got you.
It's not gonna be easy, and it's just one of those things for me. I'm a competitor, and and I'm from Jackson. So, one thing about it, I can tell you, in Jackson, we get it out the mud. So, I just feel like everybody start calling coach when she got the job and, trying to get games, trying to schedule because they feel like it's going to be easy. And I'm thinking to myself, like, it's not really going to be easy, because of who we have on staff. We have people who've been to the NCAA tournament, who's won championships. So it's not like we're a new staff that ain't never coached before, and she's been a head coach. I've been a head coach. Coach Howard, Dylan Howard has been a head coach. So it's 3 head coaches on staff. And, I've coached on the men's side and the women's side. Coach Howard coached on the men's side. This will be his first year on the women's side. And Coach Richards have coached, at other schools other than Alabama A&M. So we just can't, I hope people just not looking at the fact, at the Alabama A&M situation. I mean, because when she was at Western Kentucky, they made the tournament like 2 or 3 years in a row.
We mentioned that.
You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's one of those situations to where, everybody's trying to jump on it because they feel like, the championship team is gone and they, so now it's our turn to take over.
Did you let them take the bait?
It's not.
Did you let them take the bait? Did you allow them to take the bait?
Hey, they still gonna feel that way. They still gonna feel that same way regardless because they feel like, we got the job too late and yada, yada, yada. We ain't gonna have enough time. But listen, once I get in the gym with anybody, great things gonna happen.
Hey, TD. TD, you know what happened when any animal get bait, right?
Yeah. They get caught.
They don't make it.
Right.
They don't make it out.
So is the schedule done, Coach?
Yes, we're done with the schedule.
Okay, great.
We're done with the schedule, and I think a lot of people are going to be impressed by the schedule too. I mean, it's a great schedule. It's a great schedule. The only thing that I dislike about it is that because we got the job so late, we're going to play a lot of road games.
That's normal.
But the great thing about that is the following year we will have 3 Division I games at Jackson State.
Ooh. Boom.
Yeah. So that's the great thing about that. So we'll have 3 Division I games at Jackson State the following year, in the non-conference schedule, in our non-conference schedule. So I like that. So the scheduling piece is get a lot better for us, moving forward.
Boom. I love it.
Yep. So it will be some teams coming. It will be some D1 teams coming to Jackson State playing in the AAC. So
we just gotta do our part, man. Get your damn tickets and have our butts in there making some noise.
Right. Listen,
Hey, Coach, I definitely love the energy that you bring. I'm sure Tiger Nation loving the energy that you bring in, and you bringing everybody's spirits up because we went to that solemn period where we wasn't sure what was going to happen, but after talking with Coach Richards and now talking with you and the confidence that each one of you have, and definitely the confidence you have in in yourself, we definitely looking forward to see what's going to transpire with the Lady Tigers, man. I'm excited. Appreciate it.
I think everybody. Listen. Jackson is my home. I'm not coming home not to give my best.
Absolutely, bro. No doubt.
Like I'm coming home to as we say, build on tradition and blaze a new trail.
Sound good when you say it.
So that's
right.
So that's what I'm coming home for. Like I came home to build on the tradition, because we can't forget that championships are championships. They're gonna always be there. You can't erase that. But I wanna build on that, bring another championship, bring multiple championships, as well as blaze our own trail and do it in our way. So that's the goal for me, for Coach Richards, for our staff, for the players coming in. You know, that's one of the things we talk about. So, you know, I feel like if you shy away from talking about championships, then you're never going to win. So, you know, the goal is to win championships, make the NCAA tournament, and not just make the tournament. We're trying to make the tournament and then win some games in the tournament, you know, against all odds. I really don't care who we play against, but again, we want to win games. We want to do something that probably hasn't been done. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But that's what we want to do.
Well, I'm thrilled to hear you say that, because again, looking from where we were, you know what I'm saying, under Coach Reed, and to now segueing under Coach Richards. And I just think, again, like you stated, people expect some fall off. And even if we don't have, or what we may do in that first year, the thing is, the standard is the standard. And so again, to hear, even right now, to hear you say, well, we're not just trying to win championships, because that's the standard now. We're trying to exceed, because it's like, hey, that's the floor down. We're trying to build onto that, blaze a new trail, and do something that we haven't done before. So even to hear you say, the new trail is what? We're trying to win more games in the non-conference slate. We're trying to become a mid-major power. We're trying to get to the NCAA tournament and win games. And then guess what? Turn around next year and do it again. So what I'm saying is, because I hate when people say, oh, well, so-and-so may leave because, you know, Jack State, she reached her ceiling. That's untrue. Because I say all the time, the same thing you're doing over there, we can do it right here. It's the same championship.
It's the same exact championship.
We're playing for the same championship. So the ceiling is not the ceiling. I'll tell you like this. If people think this is the ceiling at Jack State, we're doing a renovation. We're going from an 8-foot to a 12-foot.
Correct.
We're changing.
Correct. Yeah, so go ahead.
Nah, I was just saying, Zoe always gonna give you one. I ain't got nothing. Go ahead. I'm just listening. I'm driving, by the way. That's why I was camera. I had somewhere to be, but we not gonna end the show. We're gonna keep this thing rolling. Go ahead.
No, you know, it's like, you know, I've worked at 3 HBCUs, right? And I've worked at PWIs. And again, a championship is a championship. You still get a ring. The same ring company makes the ring. You know what I'm saying? The same trophy company makes the trophy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you still you get to hang a banner. The same banner company making the banners. You know what I'm saying? So it's still the same thing. It's still the same thing. You know, and I think people have started getting to the point, because again, you get a lot of Power 5 kids transferring to the SWAC. You get mid-major kids transferring to the SWAC. You know, PWI kids transferring to the SWAC. So I think people are starting to realize that, hey, I can get it done at a HBCU. I can get it done in the SWAC. I can get it done in the MEAC, because you got to look at what North Carolina A&T has done. You know, you got to look at what Norfolk State has done.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, those things can't be ignored. And again, you can't erase somebody being a champion.
So, Coach, so now, you know, we talking about expectations now. You know, at first, you know, you guys coming in, we wasn't sure which way, you know, things were going to go. And then we was along the lines of, okay, well, let's get them in, let them build a team, and let them, you know, do what they do. You know, I think Ken used to call it, you know, the spade hand. You know, so, but I've been listening to you, you know, it taking fan expectation back up to where it was. So you,
hey, TD,
what's up?
TD, it's you remember when we went to the Legacy Bowl and me and Raymond was playing against you and Nook? Since you referenced spades, I said first hand open. So you do realize that in a game of spades, when the first hand is open, you can get a wheel ran on you and the game is over with, out. I just wanted to throw that in there. Go ahead, big dog.
Hey man, everything ain't meant to be brought up in every situation.
I had to get him, Coach. I had to get him. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry for interrupting, bro. Go ahead.
But what I'm saying, you know, that what Ken you say the first hand open. But listening, you were just kind of like, okay, we're gonna support Coach. We're not gonna have maybe the expectation that we once had. From the previous situation, we're gonna let him come in. But after listening to you and Coach, man, it was like, Tiger Nation, you from here. You know how the expectation go up, and what it'll be like. So now, listen to you raising that bar again, Coach.
Listen, I'm all about raising the bar. I feel like you can do anything at a HBCU, you can do at a PWI.
Facts.
And one thing I can tell you, for me, it's not about being the best SWAC school. It's about being the best school in the nation. So it's about being the best program in the nation. It's about leading the nation in multiple categories, because if we're leading the nation in multiple categories, we're winning the SWAC.
Facts.
So,
that's right.
For me, that's my mindset coming into it. That's always going to be my mindset. And, having that mindset has helped me be successful at every school that I've been at. Again, I've helped win a national championship on the men's side. I've helped win conference titles on the men's side as well. When I moved over to the women's side of things, I've helped win titles on the women's side, conference titles on the women's side, make the NCAA tournament. I've had experience in developing players. I've developed over 125 players and helped them go to Division I schools, Division II schools, and NAIA schools. So the experience is there. So, I have a lot of experience. Coach Richards has a lot of experience. Coach Howard has a lot of experience. And then we added a player in Coach Holt who actually played in the SWAC, and she was an all-conference player in the SWAC. So we have a really good staff. Coach Richards put together a really good staff. And I think that, again, like you said, the standard is the standard, and the standard is championships. But for me, it's beyond that now. We trying to blaze a new trail. We trying to win. We're trying to win games in the national tournament. One of the things that I told my team at Simmons College is that I wanted them to win a national championship, be a HBCU school that wins a national championship, and I don't care what level it's on. But winning a national championship is winning a national championship. They can never take that away from you. And that's the thing that, for me, I dream big.
Wow. So you went from having an open hand to running a wheel. By the way, Ken and them did not run a wheel.
You sound so tight about that now. I don't know now.
Hey, we beat them every time we played them, Coach. Hey, listen, man. We ran one of them games. We ran a wheel, TV. Come on now. You don't remember that?
I don't remember the wheels falling out.
It's all I heard about the whole weekend. Is all I heard about.
So I just want y'all to know this. I do keep digital records, right? So I got a photo of the actual scorecard. I'm gonna post it on the next show.
I didn't say.
I'm gonna post it on the next show.
You probably got grease on it now.
No. It's a photo. I took a photo of the table with the score on it.
Okay, everything ain't meant to be shown either.
It's all good.
hey, but man, we appreciate you, and now we're excited again. So now we gotta worry about the overhand. We're going for the wheel, baby.
Listen, like I said, I want the fans to be excited. I want fans to show up to watch us play. I think they're going to be impressed with, what we put together. I think they will be impressed by what we put together, and I think that, the way we're going to go out and play is going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting the way we play. Listen, I just want people to understand the standard is the standard. We ain't dropping below that standard. We're not going to drop below that standard, and then we're blazing a new trail. We're trying to do something. We're trying to do something big. We're trying to do something historic. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to be an historic program.
When does practice start for you guys, Coach?
Well, we'll be bringing everybody in June 24th for summer sessions, for summer school, and we'll be able to get some workouts in then and start the development process.
Hey, I actually look forward. So June 24th, that's next weekend. That's next week. Well, that's after the weekend. That's the Monday after next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So we'll have kids start coming in on the 21st, probably around like the 21st, and then then we're gonna get going on the 24th.
Well, Coach, I'll definitely be there. I look forward to. I plan on coming by, and we'll sit down and talk. I'm excited to just meet the team, meet these new Tigers, man. I love that Ariana, who just signed with us from Itawamba. She was in the chat. She pulled up on us, man. So I was telling them she's a knockdown shooter, man. She looked good, man. 10 points in the JUCO circuit. I try to tell them, look, we played in the JUCO circuit. He was one of the best players in the JUCO circuit in the league, really, at East Central. I still remember it now.
Listen, she shot 40% from three.
Yes, sir.
I like it.
And I like the interview that Corey did with Tyranny too. Interested to see what. Yeah,
well, and Tyranny's gonna be another one of those ones that, that's a good one that we got out of Memphis area. So up that way, Mississippi, Memphis, up that way. So she's gonna be another good one that's a good one. Coach Richards did that.
Okay.
Man. Hey, Memphis Player of the Year, man. The work is what it is, man. We the last time we tried to get a Memphis Player of the Year was Sequoia Almond. Yep. She committed to us, Coach, and she left, and then she wound up going to Loyola Marymount and stayed with us for a little while, but she wound up leaving a lot earlier. So to land the top player, in the state,
from the same
a true freshman, hey man, same school. Whitehaven's been good to us. Aubrey Miller, Maya Miller, and others. Zion Walker. We got 3 football players right now. 2 right now that's from Whitehaven, but Whitehaven's been good to Jackson State. Shout out to the Memphis folks. I know for a fact it's some Memphians that are watching the stream right now. So all I gotta say to them coaches, Memphis. That's what they say.
But hey, I do want to say this though, to your point, DP, is that, again, when you talk about what we've done from a recruiting standpoint, again, we say the standard is the standard. Well, when you look at it, I think it's pivotal. We have success in this first year. You ride that wave because now when you have success, it begets greater recruits. It begets, getting a better caliber player, and you heighten your recruiting level. That's what winning does. Our name is out there, especially within the state. We have success within this first year. You take that and you segue into the recruiting season. Now you're able to maintain that. Then now we could go into that second year with some continuity, really talking about what we're going to do in non-conference and potentially winning something, and then get to the win the SWAC regular season conference tournament title, then make us up north in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, another kid we got that I know she signed. I know her stuff is done. Rakisha Ballinger. She played at Wagner. She averaged nine a game at Wagner. She's coming up. She's long, athletic, about 5. I think she's 5'8", can really get to the basket, can score the ball as well. So, and she's a really good defender as well. So, let's see. I've named about 4 or 5 people that can score and defend. Oh, okay,
yeah.
I love it, especially if you guys are playing old style Kentucky press, Rick Pitino pressing ball, man. That's hey coach, you got to be in some tip top shape to do that, man. That's hard.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Well, hold on. I said run the score. I got a vision. I said, hold on, because Coach Richard said we're gonna do a little running. I said, okay, I heard that, I remember that, and then you mentioned a whole lot of scoring. I said, well, I ain't the sharpest knife in the draw, but a lot of running and some scoring.
Yeah,
I can dig it.
Yeah.
Well, no, not only that, but with an emphasis on defense, man.
Yeah.
That's the key. We gonna definitely. I'm excited, Coach. I really am. I'm excited to see this new brand of basketball, and I think a lot of people are waiting for Jackson State to fall off because we've been dominating them for the last 6 years, and now they're thinking it. You said they thinking things are sweet, but it's a vote of confidence and it's reinvigorating to the base to hear you come on and speak confidently of the team that you helped to put together.
Well, you ain't getting no diabetes in Jackson. I'll tell you that now.
Listen, I want everybody to get your season tickets.
Get your damn tickets.
Get your season tickets. You know, come out and support us. I like the schedule change too. The conference schedule change to where women will play on Thursdays on their own. Now, I like that part because again, sometimes we need to be able to build our own fan base. We need to be able to build our own fan base, and sometimes that light needs to just be on women's basketball sometimes. And you know, we still keeping the doubleheader on Saturdays. But I think, you know, I like that piece because in the Sun Belt, when I was at Marshall last year, we never played with the men, and we used to pack the gym. You know, we had 4,000 or 5,000 people showing up. We didn't have that at first, but the brand of basketball that we put on the floor, the high energy, the scoring that we was, you know, the scoring and things like that. Then we started getting 4,000 or 5,000 people in the stands every single game. So that's what I want to see at Jackson State. I want 4,000 or 5,000 people. It holds 8,000 people. I love 8,000 people in there every single night.
I was just about to ask you, how much does the arena at Marshall hold at capacity?
At capacity, that's a great question, but I know they took out some of the top part of it. So I would say at capacity, it would probably hold. It was only about 5. I would say about 5 to 6,000.
Now watch this. That's capacity, right? Because you know people love to devalue what HBCUs have. Last time I checked, the AAC hold 8,000.
Yeah.
So again, same size arena, same championship, but we want to devalue what we got. You pack that thing out, it's gonna look good. 8,000 people strong and loud. We can do it.
Yes.
So again, like they can get 4,000 in Marshall, you can get 4,000 in Jackson State.
Yeah, and that was on a regular at every single game, you know, when we actually started rolling. Because again, we didn't start off the season winning games like at Marshall. We started off 2-4. Like we started off 4, and then Florida came to town, and we did what we needed to do against Florida, and then from there we started rolling.
Because you said that schedule would be only women just for the conference games
on Thursdays.
On Thursdays, CD. And the men are going to be on Mondays. So on Mondays the men will be playing just one game. On Thursdays the women will be playing just one game. On Saturdays the men and the women will play.
Yep, on Saturdays.
Okay,
I love it.
Yeah, like I said, we want to build our own fan base. We don't want to have to be dependent on the men to have fans in the stands. Like we want our own fans. We want people to show up for us and not showing up, third quarter, fourth quarter, things like that. We want our people there when we're warming up.
Right.
When we're taking the floor.
And look, it's okay to come to the game with your work clothes on now.
Ain't no wrong.
Because if it's just one game, you're gonna get out of there at a decent time. So come straight from work, get your hot dogs, some nachos, and a drink. Watch the women put that pow yow or whoever coming to the AAC, and then you can go home, shower, go to bed. It's that simple.
Yeah, it is that simple. Come with your work clothes on because we're gonna have ours on.
or you can just leave a JSU t-shirt in the car. It's all right. Just change in the car. It's okay.
We're gonna roll what Coach said. You kissed it. Come with your work clothes.
I heard what he said.
When you come to our job, we have work too with our work clothes on, and they're gonna go to work.
I love it.
That's right.
I love it, man. Man, this was a treat, Coach. Hey, listen, we weren't planning on having no guests tonight, but hey, man, I love it, man. Appreciate you for pulling up on us, bro. For real.
Yeah, I just had got back in from recruiting, and I was just like, I turned it on. I turned it on. I was like, hey, they on here talking. What they talking about?
Look, well, I see you in your hotel room. I don't know where you at, but while you out, go and get us another 6'7" Nigerian while you out there.
Do what?
Go and get another 6'7" Nigerian while you out there.
So right now we only heard 6'3". That's the tallest we heard thus far. But we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey, we got some dogs coming in, man. And we're not gonna go much further, Coach. I ain't gonna take up too much more of your time, man. We're gonna give everybody it looked like the Celtics is getting destroyed, man. I said, good gracious alive. Did they even I think they wanted to win in Boston anyway, so that's what they want.
They may have, but I tell you what, if Dallas in any shape, form, or fashion can win game 2, I mean win the next game and get this thing to 3-2, all the pressure is gonna be on Boston.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Don't worry, this game over. This game over next game, bro.
I mean, they said we're gonna be over tonight too.
No, I never said. I said Boston in 5.
They want to win in Boston.
Okay, well, people they want to. Don't let them mess around and lose. All I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I hope they don't.
All periods gonna be tight.
Yeah. Hey, well, I appreciate y'all inviting me on. Again, get your season tickets. Be ready for a show.
That's right, man. That's right, Coach. We appreciate you, bro. I'm still out here on the road, man. Heading over here to LA I'm gonna go pull on some cigars, man. We done for the night. Work is over with, baby.
Work is over.
Hey, one thing, Coach. Maybe you can come back when all the paperwork is in order. You can come back and inform us on the final page. That'd be great.
Yeah. So as soon as I get back, I'll know what the paperwork situation is, and then we can talk about it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. You be safe.
All right. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
All right, DP.
All right, now.
Yeah, man. Look, bro. We can get roll up out of here, cause
yes, sir.
I'm about to go do what Ken do before y'all know I'm finna go sleep. So I'm gonna get some cerveza and I'm gonna slob on myself. You're on mute, Ken. You're on mute.
There we go. Appreciate everybody for pulling up. I said it was gonna be an hour, man, but I was trying to get. Like I said, I'm finna go kick back, man, and get into the weekend. I want to say this to all of the fathers out there, man. Happy Father's Day to all of them Jacktown fathers. Make sure you guys celebrate. I don't care if you get a necktie, some socks, or some drawers. Appreciate it, man. Love on your kids this weekend. Be safe. Have a great time. We're gonna be back Monday. Have a great show for you guys, man, and we'll go from there, man. I'm done, man. I done already switched it up.
Hey, happy Father's Day to everybody with a baby leg.
Come on, dog.
We appreciate you guys.
Hey, goddamn, so. Hey, man, appreciate everybody, man. Hey, as always, y'all, it's D.I. Love, man. Go Tigers, baby. Hey, I'll close it out.
Later.
Tiger fans, what a great time to be a part of Jackson State Athletics. T.C. Taylor, on his second year, we're very excited about Coach Taylor. 10,000 season ticket holders. That's our goal for the year. With 10,000 season ticket holders, we will have more support for our student athletes, for our coaches, and also we can support our university when it comes to Jackson State University athletics. Go to JSUTigers.com. 10,000 season ticket holders is our goal. Support Jackson State University. Go Tigers.
ShotRx is bringing healthcare to you. With our mobile health team, we can come to your school, church, or business to take care of you. We offer childhood immunizations, COVID and flu vaccinations, physicals, and much more. Don't put your health off. Welcome to Care and Compassion. Welcome to ShotRx.